Very touching display in the last video. Got to see the Nanumos and Reborn's, I guess probably not last moments together, but last moments they're probably going to see each other for quite a while, I assume, so.
Thanks for shielding us from Lakshmi, you two. If you hadn't been there, the rest of us would be worshipping her by now.
You're kind to include me, Lise, but we both know who did most of the work. I could scarce keep track of the battle, let alone land a telling blow. No shame in admitting it. The Warrior of Light has put far better men than me in the shade.
Did I mention that I encountered the Sultana in the palace? It would seem Her Grace has come to Girabania to oversee the final stages of her relocation project. She was in search of General Oldin, and I directed her to the rooftop garden. I do hope he was still there.
Are you in the habit of gossiping about the affairs of royalty, Master Leveilleur?
Certainly not, Your Grace. I was merely informing my companions.
Be at ease, Alphino. 'Twas only a jest. But I must yield the floor to Reborn. He has an important announcement to make.
As of yesternight, I have been relieved of my post in the Immortal Flames and the Syndicate both.
I shall be assuming my father's duties. And may I say that Tizona has never felt heavier upon my back.
Twould seem I am in need of employment. Mayhap one of my old acquaintances can introduce me to a mercenary company or some such.
You may be getting on in years, father, but you'd struggle to find a band of sellswords who wouldn't snap your hand off. Your remaining hand.
Yes, the bull of Alamigo need not be put out to pasture just yet.
Your Grace has developed a wicked edge to her humor, and you, Pippin, would do well not to laugh when the future may hold the same for you.
So, does this mean you're staying?
Aye. That seems to be the way of it. I would be glad to aid you in rebuilding our nation, if you'll have me.
If, he says. Welcome home, Reborn.
Well, that was unexpected. Though you seem distinctly unsurprised. Either you are more astute than I give you credit for, or I'm losing my touch. In any event, one thing is certain. Alamigo will rejoice at the homecoming of her dearest son.
Alrighty. Feels about time we headed back to Ruggles Reach. What's next for all of you? I'd certainly be eager to hear of recent events, so I shall join you for no objections. I'd welcome the company. Narn, why don't you come along to the Reach as well, once you've said your farewells to Nenemo and the others. Okay, so we can reach the rooftop now, that's pretty neat. The road has come full circle. I appreciate the support you've showed for my earlier decision, overruled though it was. I've asked enough of you, Nar. My only words for now is those of gratitude. Let's assume Father's responsibilities without delay, unless our rivals, both inside and outside, Udal, treat our dismissal as our open window of opportunity. Rest assured they'll find Tizana's edge just as sharp in my hands. May as well teleport to Raglar's Reach in that case. Alrighty. I'm assuming it's that tent way out here, right? Gothrid. Well, here we are again. Alphonse has regaled me with a thrilling tale of hidden treasure troves, mid-meeting betrayals, unlikely alliances, and joyous homecomings. It would seem I missed everything. I was patrolling the palace grounds with Thancred and Nishola when I heard the report of a primal in the throne room. Honestly doubted my own ears. Some others have said we were lucky to have our Echo-Blazed champions nearby this time, but we'll need to keep a closer eye on the Kulianya. I'd say that again, this whole episode reminds me how far apart our kinds still are. It's like centuries of fear and mistrust really can't be washed away in a day. And someone has to make an effort at reconciliation if these conflicts are ever to end. Actually, a lot of people are crying out for vengeance, but I've done my best to calm things down. Violent reprisals will lead to more summonings. Indeed, violence ever begets violence, as the violent empire has learned to its cost in recent times. In any case, summoning Lake Shimmy was the Broodmother's doing, and whoever replaces her might not be so keen on the idea. We'll have to watch and wait. Which isn't to say we can't be putting the safety of our allies in the Vera and M tribes first. I plan to have resistance scouts keep track of the Quinyanya's movements at all times. My parents will be relieved to hear that. What are your plans for the rest of the resistance army I have interest? Are we prepared for Imperial counterattacks? That'd be a question for the resistance newest recruit, a military commander for far more experience than me. What, the Bull of Alamigo? We call it an army, but the resistance is really a collection of smaller independent groups, and when Conrad passes command to me, that authority only extended to the freedom fighters based on Raglar's Reach. He just happened to be serving as the resistance spokesman at the time, and needed someone to take over the role when everything was in disarray, but that time has passed. I speak with the other leaders about reforming the army under the new government. I'll be nominating Reborn as the overall commander of our forces. He has more experience than the rest of us put together, and we stand to learn a lot from him. Indeed, he has all the respects to the ideal choice. Assuming he accepts the post, Alamigo will have an affordable weapon to its arsenal. Given the progress of Animo's resettlement initiative, I see great cause for hope. The siege which we so carefully sowed had begun to quicken, my friends. I like that. We tend to our promises and watch as Alamigo blooms. We got our minion. Do give thanks to the kami that my makeshift raft withstood the fury of the seas. But there their generosity ended. Without coins in our pockets for new attire, we were doomed to look like so much jetsam. Oh, woe betide the poor man in a city of rich merchants. These dango are delicious. Will you have one? More sweetbreads. I surrender my blade to secure what few coins we have. It tastes like talking to a child. What fate settled me with this burden I shall never know, but I'm alive, and I must return to my master's side. Come, Jizuyu. We shall find a ship to carry us across the Ruby Sea. So she must have, like, amnesia or something. She's definitely out of character at the moment. Have you read the reports? First Doma, then Alamigo, and Lord Xeno is put to the sword. Do not believe everything you read. I heard the Viceroy was really wounded, and that he has already returned to the capital. Naturally, the savages beat their chests and boast loudly of taking his head regardless. Nay, Lord Xenos lives. Deplorable that our own officers should be fooled by Azorian misinformation. Small wonder the promises have begun rising up in rebellion. We must prepare an official and above all accurate announcement to quell these pernicious rumors. They would wage war with empty words. Let them produce the Viceroy's remains then. We shall soon put the light under their claims. Someone seem angry at that. Alright. Since we got a new minion, why don't we go ahead and pull that out? Let's see. There we go. I'll summon that one. There we go. Ah, an emo. Okay. Alright, great timing. I was about to send word to the Scions. I've got lots to tell you. Council has officially recognized the Resistance as our standing army, and I expect you can guess who's been appointed commander. Suffice to say, we're in good hand. Having the Bull of Alamigo at the helm has done wonders for morale. People are dancing in the streets when the announcement was made. We have you and the Sultana to thank for that. If you two hadn't worked your magic, he'd never have complicated following his heart. Council also decreed that we're to maintain a presence at Regula's reach. Lisa will continue to lead our forces in the fringes, a job she's been doing tirelessly, a bit too tirelessly, some might say. We're constantly having to remind her to rest before she falls over. That's an exaggeration. I always get that back up again. Anyway, we can hardly afford to lower our guard now, not after our latest brush of Lakshmi. Speaking of which, we've been keeping a close eye on the Kenyanya, and it looks like they've chosen a new leader. It's Shanti's daughter, you know, the half-dead one. For whatever reason, the Kenyanya thought she was the best candidate. Makes them leaderless, basically. As things stand, there's no prospect of engaging in talks to let them coming to an understanding. I won't let that stop me. I'll keep on reaching out to them until they finally see sense. Just like I've been reaching out to Fedorla, she still won't meet my gaze, but she's given up to trying to ignore me. It may only be an odd grunt, but at least she's responding. I'll get through to her yet. Alright, there you are. Alphanod, Sally, is everything alright? Received word from Tataru. Hancock has apparently acquired information of great interest and urgency. More than that she didn't say, only that we should come to Kugani right away. Had a mind for the two of us to set forth together, but Sally is determined to make it a party of 3. So I've told you more than a dozen times, brother, my wounds are quite healed, and I would benefit for some fresh air. Besides, you may need an extra pair of hands. Worry not, sister, I've quite given up trying to convince you. Whether it be 2 or 3, we should depart as soon as possible. You'll be joining us, I trust. And I was about to say I'd come too, but then I'll just have the self of cheering you on from afar. Good luck with whatever it turns out to be. Thank you, Lise. Rest assured, should this business prove to be even tangible concern of Alamigo, we should inform you without delay. Let's be off then. Hancock and Tatara await us at the Ruby Bazaar offices. This is probably about gogetsu, I imagine. So I'm guessing those cutscenes, just like before that entire conversation, probably signaled the end of the 4.1 content, so I'm pretty sure we're at 4.2 now. So things should be getting a little bit more interesting, I think. So we'll just go the long way this time. Alrighty. Let's head on in.
My friends, thank you for coming at such short notice.
We were told the matter was urgent. I take it Yugiri and Soroban are also involved?
My presence here is but a happy coincidence. I am come on separate business, which can wait.
My apologies. Master Hancock, pray, tell our friends exactly what you told me.
Of course, of course. Some few days ago, a large detachment of soldiers was seen arriving at the Garlean embassy. This seemed to me most unusual, as no personages of note are due to visit for a matter of months. So, I made a few inquiries, whereupon I learned of a most curious rumor. Apparently, the soldiers were dispatched to Kugane to investigate recent sightings of a certain individual. The late acting Imperial Viceroy of Doma, Yotsuyu. I beg your pardon?
I too am loath to believe it. I saw the keep come down on top of her. We all did.
I would not presume to question your eyewitness accounts, nor am I one to take rumors at face value. The fact is, the Garleans have no knowledge of what took place at Dormer Castle. They may well be chasing after a woman who merely resembles Yotsuyu. But a woman who resembles Yotsuyu in the company of a grizzled Rogadan samurai? I dare say that thickens the plot.
Gosetsu! He's alive!
While I've no conclusive proof, I thought that such a possibility warranted your attention.
Have you informed Lord Hien? Well, I think we'd all like to believe the old bear survived.
Indeed. While I dare not give myself wholly to hope, I will not deny that I have prayed for such a miracle ever since that fateful day. But regardless of my personal feelings, if the Empire has seen fit to pursue these rumors so vigorously, we can scarce afford to ignore them. I am bound by duty to ascertain the truth of the matter. Will you join me in this quest?
Yeah, we'll find him together.
Thank you. If Gosetsu yet lives, he will need our help if he is to avoid capture.
Gosetsu is a dear friend, and we cannot abandon him to the mercy of the Empire. Our course is clear. Hancock, is there aught else you can tell us?
Alas not, but I have taken the liberty of employing one of the finest informants money can buy. You shall have the latest intelligence on the Garleans' movements, and more besides.
The informants await your pleasure in the back chase of Sanjo Hanamachi. From its shining facade to its dark underbelly, few know Kagane as intimate as he. One of the finest informants money can buy. Why do I have a bad feeling about this? I mean to assist you in your quest, my friends. The sooner your business is concluded, the sooner we may speak of mine. Should you search to take you away from Kagane, my boat is at your disposal. I shall see that she is ready to sail. I'll give Soroban a hand. If he's providing us a ship, the least we can do is supply the provisions. Be at the pier if you need us. Welcome all for an excellent plan. Without further ado then, let us seek out this informant in Sanjo Hanamachi. Alright, let's go ahead and find out what this place is. Is there any spots here close to it? Rakuzo district, okay. Alright, is this the way we're heading? Not actually sure. Okay, this is the right spot, Sanjo Hanamachi, so... Oh, here we go. This should be the place, now we wait and see who comes. It's been a while, my friends. Yes, yes, a long while indeed. I knew it. Go, any funny business, you know what will happen, I trust. No funny business. Only loyal service and the finest quality information. Of course, such quality does not come cheap. No, but then Hancock already paid you. Honestly, you must think we were born yesterday. I'm half a mind to call Lise. No, Lise. I beg you. No boots. I'll tell everything I know, free of charge. Empire searches for you, Yojutsu. High and low, far and wide. Come to enlist my help, they did. Promising rich rewards for decisive information. And you have decisive information? Were the two individuals cited here indeed gogetsu and Yojutsu? I last see them with my own eyes. I did not, but the Imperials are confident. Yes, very confident indeed. Look at the size of their contingent. But here's something they do not know, a rumor which you will find most interesting, I think. It's an elder Rogaden samurai appeared on Kagani Dori with a beauteous maiden, sold his katana to a pawnbroker. It was no common katana either, but one of surpassing craftsmanship. Well, that is interesting, assuming it's true. Did you corroborate the rumor with the pawnbroker in question? No. Regrettably, I do not have a working relationship with the master of Shofuku Tsuchitian. Why would that be, I wonder? If I didn't know better, I think he'd lent you money. Ahem, he will help you, I'm certain. When you speak with him, I'll make contact with my Galonian connections and learn what I can of their progress. A glimpse of the blade is all I need for to be sure, but it'd be wise to let Naatsu out of our sight. No, he'll betray us. No more betrayals, no more boots. Divide our forces simply more efficient. He's right, given the urgency, we would do well to split up. And so I will go with our friend here. Nothing improves efficiently like a little supervision. You, but, yes, we will go together, and there'll be no boots. Let's be about it then. Good luck with the katana. We shall reconvene at the pier later on. Fragrant at the Rudy Bazaar offices are, I prefer the fresh air. I believe Asalia has her task well in hand. Shall we seek out the pawnbroker? An emote. Nice. What's this? Green seats at tabletop. Okay. Okay. Everything in order, then let's proceed to Kagani Dori and find the master of Shofuku Shitsin. I have no idea how to pronounce that. How far are we heading here? Doesn't seem very far, but... Actually, it is kind of far. Let me see. Kagani Dori Markets. Okay. Luckily, the shards here are pretty well placed compared to some other areas. Limbs is still a headache to teleport shards around in. Okay, let's see. Aha, okay. Right in front of us. Yeah, we might have had customers like that you described. So many people come through, it's difficult to remember. Perhaps you could jog my memory by making a purchase. No, we can't blame a woman for trying. Alright, so that's not the one we're looking for. Maybe this one. Got a samurai and a maiden. Never seen him. Now, if you don't have any business with me, make way for someone who does. This one either. Maybe third time's the charm. Welcome, good madam. Welcome. Will you be buying, or... Ah, so you've heard the tale of the Rogan Samurai's katana. Small wonder. It is a fine example of its kind. One moment. I hope you found our pawnbroker. Excellent work, Naren. Is that the katana? There can be no doubt it's a gogetsu's blade. Craftsmanship is exquisite, is it not? And you'd be pleased to know that the pledge has just expired. I should be glad to sell it to you, assuming you have the coin. There's no ordinary weapon in your stand, and it's priced accordingly. If you're serious, I suggest acting quickly, as several noted collectors have already expressed interest. The blade represents conclusive proof of Gogetsu's survival. I suppose this could be considered necessary cost in securing his safe return. It's not a decision I can make alone, least of all when our nation has scarce begun to rebuild. I could pay it. Hey, my friend, grateful that I am for the offer. I can ask you this of you. It's enough to know my Gogetsu is alive and well. You give me weight. The signs will buy the katana. Pray consider it a gift. Master Elfinod, your kindness is touching, surely, yet in matters of coin would Mr. Sitara not expect to be consulted. Come now, our friend would never relinquish this blade where the need not great, and we are not bound by honor to help a friend in need. Say we are, and I'm sure Tatara will wholeheartedly agree. And so then, you have made a wise choice, my friend. Such peaches are few and far between. Now, if you be so good as to come this way, I shall prepare the necessary papers. Let me ask, sir, after you visit your establishment, do you perchance know where the old samurai went? He's our friend, and we return his weapon to him. Friend of yours, you say? Well, let's see. Well then, I suppose there's no harm in telling you. No sooner had I provided him with the requested sum to his pretty young companion began clamoring for dango. I duly recommended those that served at the Umeko tea house, and they did set off. Clamoring for dango? Can these truly be the same people? It makes no sense. Some manner of code, perhaps, but avail us not to speculate. Let us go to this tea house and see if we can pick up their trail. I should always check the map before I just go sprinting off somewhere, because these are usually pretty far away. It looks like we got lucky this time. Of course I remember. How could I forget a pair like that? Nice beautiful girl you ever see, scoffing down dangos, her life depended on it, while the old samurai looked on. I caught what he expected, I wager. Far be it from me to gossip about my customers, but he was playing his spirit away her across the Ruby Sea, out of reach of her family, no doubt. When the girl finally hit a fill, they set off in the direction of the Shiokaze hostelry. Presumably they find someone discreet with a boat. So Getsu makes for Doma. This woman who travels with him, the more I hear about her, the more I wonder if she could truly be Yazetsu. While doubts remain over the identity of Gogetsu's traveling companion, for no doubt we can follow the trail. Come, let us wait to the pier and make ready for sail. If luck, a sailor will already have joined Master Soroban and Mr. Shitaru there. Probably gonna have to stop and make a spot of like stuff I can actually. So my inventory's getting pretty full again. Yeah, this is the item for the house, so can't do much of that at the moment. Need some trout, why not? Luckily the porch is right over here, so it doesn't really matter. Excellent timing, friends. Mistress Cecilia arrived mere moments ago. All went well on my end. Yodo met with an Imperial officer and wheedled his way into some new information. Seems the troops have recently arrived in Kugane came directly from Garlemald. Imperial's base here have been kept in the dark. That's not all. Contingents of the aforementioned troops are preparing for deployment to the Ruby Sea. If I didn't know better, I'd say they picked up Gogetsu's trail. And your information matches ours. We're quite certain that Gogetsu seeks to cross to the mainland. So did I hear that right? You use science funds to buy Gogetsu's katana at the asking price. Well, we were in such some haste that it seemed a worthwhile gesture. Speaking of which, here's the contract of sale. Pray see that the man is paid. With all his beard, you agree to this? Give me strength. Well, it's not like the search can wait. You better be on your way. Well, fella, we need to talk. I want you to come straight to the office as soon as you get back. Promise me. Oh, very well. I shall come upon you as soon as I return. First, let's go to the Ruby Prize. If Gogetsu has already set sail, the sentries there are sure to have seen him.